Welcome back, sleepers. Episode 3. Okay, so I didn't post yesterday. Sorry about that. I had a crazy migraine in the middle of the day, so I decided to rest instead. But now we've got a new video coming up, so I'm really excited about this one. Hopefully, I'm not gonna lose the main mission. I know that in the last video, basically what ended up happening is we're gonna have probably that Essen-Arp, I believe, is a corporation that technically owns our frame. They are supposed to be finding us. Somebody's tracking us, and now they're gonna find us. So hopefully I don't lose the game. If I do, I'm probably just obviously gonna restart, make all the same decisions, and then we'll head back. So yeah, I forgot where we left off, if I even have energy or dice, but we'll see. Met some new characters too, the bartender, all that good stuff. Okay, yes, we do. All right, let's see. The merchant freighter's coming back soon, so is Doc B. Oh, the merchant freighter's still here, that's correct. Okay, but I need to learn not to sell the ship mine fragment like we did last time. Oh. Let's see what else we got. We got the order. What? Gain access, build a ship mine, disable your tractor, distract the past, fix the ambergris, get to know Emphas, which we can't really do right now. We don't have enough money. Study the winter light. Yes, survive. Okay, so I do kind of want to do that. Let's see. Still got low end. Do I still have stuff to do in the rotunda? I don't think so. Still need the other key for the sealed dock. Got the Haven Age offices for the Yatagon stuff. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. All right. Let's see here. Engineer an interface. Decide where horizon is assembled block by block. You earned a place on the teams welding those blocks together. You know, as a machinist, I should use my engineer training. Let's see here. I mean, it's 100%. I'm trying to think. Maybe okay, let's just go ahead and use this then. Welder's mate. You have a spot supporting the weld team. A good place to prove you know how to put a ship together. I don't know if this is a typo here. I think it's supposed to be plus 12 to welder's mate instead of cryo. Yeah, because I think we only got 12 from that. Anyways. Let's see here. We got Fing's Bay. Oh man, I can't believe we got these tied up together. I'm so ashamed for that. It's okay though. Merchant freighter, Dock B2. This is a hard one. Graveyard. Let's just do this one again. All right, got some more cryo from that, and now I'll probably do the Yatagon stuff again. Oh, I forgot the overlook bar. We have. I do need to increase my engage though before I keep doing that bartending stuff, since it's riskier. I mean, what is the risk even? It's just risky. Interesting. And we do need to buy some fungi from Emphas as well. Oh, the fungi. All right. Now let's just do these other ones we have here. Bypass, extract data. So got another encrypted. Oh, nice. So now we can get into that place, right? Oh, bet. Okay, we're in Celia dock now. Leave. Should be able to come back now. Neovend, mysterious machine. Oh, that's so cute. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape settled into an alcove in the side of the dock. A kind of upright cabinet. It is covered in faded logos and messages from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovin, and you remember an advert from long ago squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily saying that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration, chirps a pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. At first it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from the Neovin. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Who's there? There is a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath, before the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again, and you see that it is a 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that whirring, whining voice. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, the little puppy and little penguin. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. You are in danger. Danger? The machine creaks. You're marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you. The screeches rattle through the empty dock. Yes, okay, so that, like, when I have that eye open, it's like, you know, what was it? It says something about Hunter, so interesting. You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in? Hunter. The Hunter protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable, move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets. The emulation makes you a target. Adaptable. Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software. Neovin whines. But you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me, also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. You can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with the swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly, threaded. The cloud. Points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nests. Explains Neovin. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nest. Masters? Station builders. Solheim. The machine rumbles impatiently. Long ago, the protocol still haunt. Bring offerings. Save self. Neovin says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They conclude. Tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and then suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ears. Interesting. So I got a new drive. What is it? Want a side rail ticket? No, that's not it. Free Neovin. Neovin is hiding from the Hunter protocol, but need your help to counter it. Toggle tracking. Oh, okay. Upload Hunter data. Neovin believes that hunters compulsively gather data might hold a key to escaping its tenacious search. So how am I supposed to find that? Because look, it looks like I have one more thing until Hunter finds me. Hunter, oh! So I wonder if I do that, it might decrease how much I have the Hunter stuff against me. We'll see though. Alright. I have another one. Maybe this is a 2? Oh, okay. Let's see what happens. Bypass. Extract data. A glimmer in the dark catches your eye as the orb of Hunter's head appears in the distance. It is looking for you. Ooh. What should we do? Run. Oh, hi. Maybe hide. You slip down in the ghostly structure of the eye, a feeling like passing through a cloud as their data structures deform and reform around you. Another glimmer catches your eye closer now, that roving orb wreathed in tentacles. It flickers, jumps once, twice, and then it is here. Hunter is here. Entity, submit to inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in the unpleasantly familiar way, its waving threads creating a cage. You push against the threads as they close in, becoming frenzied as you push them aside. You know, I forgot I did strike this guy last time I met him, so... You're caught by whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. Ooh. You push through, clearing the threads. Entity, hold for processing, comes a scream from behind, but you are already gliding away back to your anchor, your body. You awake, dizzy, distorted, but safe. Oh, that took a lot of condition away. Well, that's a bummer. Alright, well that's good to know for the future. Alright. Let's go to Emphasis Stall, we'll buy some goodies. Get my food I need. Leave, and we'll start the new day, and hopefully I am not caught by this hunter. I'm so scared. I don't even want to look. I'm so scared. Oh. Hold it there, sleeper, comes a voice from behind you. Don't you run. Ethan, cynical bounty hunter. Stay still. Good, good. A hand pats your coat down. You know your master's voice. Ethan spins you around. Ooh. He's wearing a white smirk and a slick jacket, and you immediately know he's terrible news. You got all the way out here and then stayed put? He laughs a cruel laugh. That a sleeper thing? You're my first. You barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eyes off it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop without taking his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off of godforsaken moons. He splits the ring into two perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Ooh. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrist. Go easy. He can shoot me. Let him. Good, you've got the idea, he grins. It's over. Ethan nudges you to start walking to the ship and home, he whistles. Going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. Who hired you? Your daddy's at Essen-Arp. They want you home for dinner. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to Essen-Arp right away. That tracker of yours makes this too quick. Was hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know? A running battle through the bright market maybe, or hold out in the low end. There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while asked around. You walk in on silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That Essen-Arp tracker will be the death of you. Hey, I have an idea. Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about on the way back to the ship, we stop for a drink? I'm buying. He laughs at his own joke. I have a better idea. It's better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and then try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, muses Ethan, I've gotten myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate systems, and we are heading for the exit. He pauses and you trudge on in silence. Okay, here's the idea, starts Ethan. You and me make a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns you to face him. You run or leave or try to ban me in the eye, I shoot you. You plot or scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. But, he smiles, you come meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles and you pay my tab. I don't shoot you, he pauses. You don't pay my tab, he rattles in his handgun. You get the idea. I get it. Okay then, that sounds to me like a deal. He stretches. You know, I really thought I was going to have to kill you, but this is so much better. He clicks something at his belt and the rings release from your wrist. I'm going to see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come and see me there. He aims a handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping the handgun away. The mixed relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? Interesting, but Fing's gonna help us out, baby! Alright, Fing. As you arrive, Fing comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back the way you came. Go where? To see Hardin Hurst. He gives you a sideways glance. Isn't that what you're here for? He steps into the passageway, guiding you down ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. The data you ripped? Well done, by the way. He grins. Tells me Hardin is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's a perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Fing takes a sharp turn onto a dimly lit side passage. Confront him? That's right. It's a perfect time. Fing slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the black, a water pipe drips. It's him, Sleeper, the same Hardin Hurst. Interesting. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name, an entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing, slipped into Haven Age when it first broke from that Union. The Union? He paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was there running the station one day and then next Erlin's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the Palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the cost higher. People like my parents were forced to work nonstop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. God. So much of this game reminds me like the Outer Worlds, you know, where, I mean, you're literally company property from the moment you're born. I mean, it's indentured servitude. It's almost like techno-feudal, maybe not techno-feudalism, but I'm trying to think, like, I guess neo-feudalism might be the word. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely that. I mean, these people are basically servants. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the mistakes, the accidents, were coming in non-stop. And as new waves of contractors came in desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central systems, while this severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlin, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true, but my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in the MEV and welded it to the dock while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Damn. So what is the MEV? I'm not really sure what an MEV is, but it's okay. It's okay. Fing pauses in the dark. They'll seal it up though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black. Apart. Fing finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning. Shits like Hardin. Shits who held their place, wrote it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they exploited at every step. Fing starts walking in. That's why I can't just let them strut about the shipyard. This time his past catches up with him. How is he still alive? Clearly you don't know much about executives. That kind of power comes with certain benefits. Maybe it's like cryogenics, I'm not sure. Fing rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass roof. Maybe they're in their own frames. That'd be interesting. Through the ceiling you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by the flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. Let's go. Fing grins. Let's go show his shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors lead through the complex, snatches the construction bays, always appearing through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skeletal, and posing. Fing seems to know exactly where he is going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock locked into one side of the side rail horizon. A network of platforms of scaffolding clean to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Fing spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across a gantry, and at the front, two men, one gesturing towards the ship and the other, stick-thin, cleanly dressed with a shock of gray hair. Hardin. You and Fing say his name in unison, and Fing sets off up the staircase of the gantry with you following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the foreman gesturing to the work being done throughout the dock and Hardin nodding along. Hardin Hurst, Fing shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figures turn. Ooh. Senior Haven Age member. Yes? Hardin asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Fing, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a sleeper might be in this place. You're a traitor, Hardin, a Solheim executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Fing's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything in the eye. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of, against everything Erlin stood for, everything Haven Age stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group as if everyone is held in place by the rattle of construction. Hardin laughs. Well, good to meet you too. He glances around at those around him. Some are smiling, the others nervous. You are from the systems branch, are you not? Asks Hardin, inspecting Fing's clothing. Fing turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Fing and Hardin, his hands drumming at his sides. Hardin leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. It's true. As he begins speaking, Hardin turns his attention to you. And what would a sleeper know about that? You accuse me of being a corporate agent? What are you, if not exactly that? Ooh. He looks around at the group who are already eyeing you with suspicion. You are a product of Essen-Arp. You have no place in a Haven Age shipyard. Who knows what signals you are sending back to your makers? A murmur of approval runs through the group. Bing holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right, I am systems, and I have records that link you directly to the Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So once again, I'm asking you to take this man into custody of the shipyard. The foreman remains still. Hardin's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at a members' meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide, unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow and tries to turn my own men against me. So this is interesting. I'm kind of confused. So like, is Haven Age like a company? That's what I'm getting the vibe from, but it says he works with systems. Right. Okay, let me see. Is it a union? I'm not really sure. You hear it now, the echoing sound of boots on walkways coming from all angles at once and then settling behind you. Please, says Hardin, submit the data through the correct channels, then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. He gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Bing spits. Hardin, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one. Security officers draws their weapon and levels. Fing turns and stares him down. Ooh. Just calm down. You look at Fing, he shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Fing, and he pauses through security, heading back down the walkway. He pushes through security, sorry. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Fing picks up pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Fing is grinning ear to ear. You know, sleepers, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. On the slate of a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, mutters Fing. What's going on? Hardin is doing what any sneaky shithead always does, calling his friends. We're tracking his outgoing messages. Fing's grin looks ghostly in the uplight of his screen. The old ways are best. Spook them good enough and they'll give this game away. Ooh, I like his play. He jibes at the slate and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring. Lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots, these are Hardin's buddies. The ones he is messaging right now, and we're going to find them all. That was on purpose? Of course. Hardin isn't working alone. We need the full set or nothing. Fing glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better split for now, sleeper, but this is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Fing drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. Bro. What about my tracker? Okay, I do have an upgrade point. Okay, I really need to get engage up. Finally, okay. Let's see here. You see Ethan at a distance shouting from the bar for more drinks. This bill isn't going to be small, is it? Interesting. Okay, okay. What else can we do? Let's go to the ambergris. We can do a little thing there. I'm Yeah, repair the hull. Okay, bet. Don't we have another one here? That one. So we need 2 1s, I believe, is what that looks like. Another one. Another one. Dang. Oh, yeah, I need to go put that in. Okay. Okay, let's go give our friend the Neovend that. Bum, bum, bum. Sabine, give me another for 100. We need to make some money quick. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go back to Dragos's yard. Got the yard clearance through. That's awesome. Okay. There's no more salvage for now, Dragos, and you need to talk. Scrapyard, decaying salvage. The final pieces of the Winter Light sit in neat piles waiting for the collection shuttle from Haven Age. Dragos has managed to sell the remaining pieces to the shipyards, a fact that's hard to forget as he's been telling you about it for the past 2 cycles, and all that remains is for Haven Age to come collect. You look around at the yard, transformed from when you first arrived. The mostly repaired drones flip back and forth, no longer buzzing unevenly and lost in dark corners. And the scrap is sectioned, sorted, the system that you and Dragos have put into place over the past cycles paying off. As you look into the notice, the glow of the pale light from the office by the entrance, that rundown cab of a building which houses all the records and spare equipment. Dragos must be inside, and you get to your feet and walk over to find out when the shipyard collection crew will be here. Knock. Sleeper, come in. You swing open the door and walk in. Dragos is sitting at the small metal desk. The shipyards told me they'd be here soon, and they'll hand over the chits and we're all set. He writes something with a stylus on his slate and then shuts it off. Of course, we should talk about a bonus. Yes! He stands and turns to face you, his face placid. Look, I don't know when the next job is coming in, but this should tide you over for now. He opens his hand to reveal a stack of chits. What's going on here? I said it's a bonus. Take it. Dragos presses the chits into your hand. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat, and you realize he's prepared what he's about to say. These chits are for you to take and do what you will with them. They are from me, and they are the last I'm going to give you. He pauses. There's no more work for a sleeper in this yard. He folds his arms. I'm sorry, but that's it. You stay in the container as long as you need, but the yard is done with you. He turns away to his terminal. What do you mean? Don't press me, sleeper. This is for your own good. The glassy apertures on Dragos' headset betray no emotion. You need to stay away, sleeper. He pauses, considering his words. Trouble's gonna follow you here. Trust me. What do you know? Dragos kicks at the floor, frustrated with himself. I'll not be saying any more, sleeper. Dragos suddenly grabs you by the shoulder and drags you out of the office into the yard. Wow. He turns you to face a stack of pieces from the Winter Light, dissected, cut down, totally unrecognizable as a ship. You came through that, sleeper? You came through that, sleeper. That should have been you, chopped and stacked. His hand trembles on your shoulder. This is what happens here. We cut down broken machines and move them on. Well, I didn't cut you down, but I'm sure as hell moving you on. Moving you on before whoever killed that ship out there comes to kill me. Kill you? Kill both of us. He shakes his head. These ships, they didn't get decommissioned. They didn't break down in dry dock. You think they'd look like that if they did? Someone ended them. That means someone tried to end you, sleeper, and I'm done waiting for them to turn up. We've had our fun, now it's time. He gives you a little shove. Go on. He turns and walks back to the office. That's it, he shouts. He goes inside. Go on, get! And don't come back. Stone rocks at me. The silence hangs in the air and you leave with your pockets filled with clinging chits and a strangely hollow feeling in your chest. Yes. Drive failed. That's fine. Says the past won't help you here. Your eyes need to be on the future. All right. Last thing I want to do is get some more money over here. More 12 cryo, interface, start action. Ooh. Oh, I got a random scrap item though, so I'm fine with that. Oh, what's that say? Shipping spots on the side of the road occupied by poor work. Oh, okay, so we need a not that negative is bad. Okay, we're getting some good money finally. And how much is it to go to the gap? I think it's like 150. Oh, okay. If we go to the bar, buy one ration. Okay, let's do that. No, I was thinking about that wrong. Let's just do it though, because I only need 2 energy. All right. Ooh, should I? No, I'm not gonna do it right now. All right, guess we're back to the empty container. It's in this cycle. Okay, we got a 1. I'm gonna use that for a Yatagan agent. Bing has disappeared. What have we got in the Haven Age? I'm gonna get this going. Yes, awesome. So the ship shape, the ambergris doesn't look good, but time and attention should see a return to a functional state. That's good. I'm gonna go to unit assembly. Let's get the engineer thing going again. And then let's go use that on a Yatagan. Oh, and then we have the hunter nest thing too. I want to use it on a Yatagan agent though, because then I can use that for more money. All right. Now I do feel pretty confident about my Monet right now. I'm gonna go to the bar again. I do want to start doing this bar shift stuff more. We need to get that done. All right. Let's go rest again. I don't want less than 3 dice at any time, so if this puts us in that position, then definitely we're gonna rest next time. Okay, I definitely know the next time we're gonna have 2, so we'll have to do that. Okay, we got the compressor club tab coming up soon. Hopefully that's not super expensive. I'm really hoping it's around 50, but we'll see. Almost done with the ambergris. I kind of feel like helping that out, getting that done with. So let's do that. Awesome. And we got a random scrap item. Now, let's go ahead and sell that real quick. And then I think we'll have the trusted trader. Awesome. Okay. So what's this gonna say? Port exchange. Oh, there it is. All right, let's go talk to Ankita real quick. Ankita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. These shits completely ruined the core's connectors when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The ship mine they ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws the bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs. Who took it? Can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mine. Not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. She sighs. Fragments maybe, sections of a mine, but a complete ship mine? No way. Ankita climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mine should be, the space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. She leads you back to the guts of the amber, though you could find the way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal angles and bundled tubes. What do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought and you focus on the corridor, stuck in below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually, you arrive in the galley. Though it's hard to tell, most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hole patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it. She starts out of nowhere. We need a new ship mine. I can salvage one. I like your confidence, Sleeper. Maybe if we check the ore exchange or speak to some scrap dealers. She rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends. You're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you put into Amber, and I'm sure she would too if she could. It's so cute, like, you know, you're making family basically on this station, making friends. What I'm saying is if you screw me on this, I will kill you. Oh, okay. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare count them. Give me that ship mine, Sleeper. Don't make me regret this. You won't. She sighs. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita's ship mine. Somehow. Whoa. Alright, so certainly build a ship mine. If you're talking with a fabricator, oh, by the ore exchange. With that and a few fragments, you could build a ship mine core. Let's look at the ore fabricator. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch, but if you have enough salvage fragments, it can be reassembled with the fabricator. Okay, so we do have that one ship that comes by with those things. The for Doxy for scrap freighters in. Let's see here. I don't really see a point of doing that right now. Let's go get this hunter nest stuff figured out. Extract that data. Hopefully we can talk to Neovend again soon. I need a new place. I need my tracker taken out. I thought Fing was gonna do that, but whatever. And then finally we'll end it here with unit assembly. We'll get that last one through again. Last but not least, we're gonna head to our good friend the doctor over here. Sabine, I need some medicine. What's this? Unit 207 F passkey. A passkey for an apartment found wrapped around a stabilizer file. Oh, that's cute. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around a stabilizer file clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand, a thin film marked with holes and sigils unrolls from around the vial. At one end, it has a hard metal strip, a handle. The metal handles weren't unfitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted into it, 207F, and then crudely scratched into the handle at some later date, low end. Inspect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You can make out a word among the markings, passkey. Is this an entry key for somewhere? For a moment, you consider going back to the surgery to return the key and then quickly think better of it. Did Sabine want you to have this, or is Toshido passing on a message? Time to head to the low end and find out. Bet. Oh, we got some new digs. Okay, awesome. We got a new upgrade point. Yay! All right, God, I feel like that's so good, but I need 2 upgrade points for that. Let's just wait. I might wait for that scrap because getting condition figured up, that's such a good skill. All right, we are in the low window. Let's go to my unit to unlock my apartment. You find the entrance to the apartment. Its passkey symbol obscured beneath layers of graffiti. Who lives here? The lock clunks open, the metal door swinging inward into the dark. Oh. As you push the door, I can't read. I'm so sorry, folks. Okay. As you push the door open, the automatic lights flicker on inside the apartment. They reveal yellowing plastic panels, the curved shape of a wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged on every surface. You step inside, clicking the door shut behind. The amber light of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects, indistinct in the dull lighting. A pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. Inspect the services. Go to the doorway. Inspect the services. Smudges through the thin layer of dust suggest a recent, rare, and hurried visit. They trace a path to the water dispenser, the auto wash, and then to a cabinet still half open. On the shelf sits an empty pill case. Go to the doorway. You cross the cramped utility room with its auto wash dispensers, water closet towards the doorway. Through the doorway is a dark, warm room lit only by the faint glow of a terminal screen. Inspect the room. A bunk is tucked up into the wall, the blankets ruffled. A wall desk glitters with rows of vials and containers. A briefcase lab sits open, loaded with rows of reagents and compounds you do not recognize. In comparison, this room is clean, ordered, controlled. Approach the terminal. As you approach, there is a crackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper. Sabine's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. I'm sorry I can't be there. I've had to make alternate arrangements. You hear rattling noises, static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare show my face. Something is happening with Yatagan. I no longer trust them. Their voice becomes distant, slipping behind the background noise. I have something to ask of you. I want you to get me out. Yatagan were supposed to hide me, to protect me. After everything happened, I was desperate, and then after that, I was too tired to care. A noise, like waves, passes over the recording, but I'm done with them now. I want out. Screw the debt. Ooh. But I need insurance, something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I can't be sure. I need information. And as you know, you need me. A pause, something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. Another pause. I know sleepers. I have been here before. I can help you, but not with Yatagan's noose around my neck. Give me data. Give me information. Give me something that I can use against Yatagan. Then I can get out and you can get what you need. Please. Waves a static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get it to it when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here, working at the desk, sleeping in the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. The recording cuts the static, filling the room with its white hiss, then silence. You sit in front of the humming terminal and hit a few keys. Sabine has left an access port open, but the rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. It seems Sabine might not trust you as much as they want you to think. Interesting. Who does Sabine need to hide from? And what debt do they owe to Yatagan? You try to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizer, your body will die. You glance at the briefcase lab on the desk, its glassware glinting in the dark. You turn away and leave, the door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice the scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yatagan. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. Okay, we got a new drive. It's Sabine now. Sabine is involved in something bad with the Octagon. They need your help to escape. Where am I supposed to do that? It's at the low end. I've been giving all my Yatagan data away. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Guess that's it. Let's take my stabilizer. How do I take this? Hello? Can I sleep here though? No. Okay. Without regular doses of stabilizer, sleeper bodies actively decay. Corporate insurance policy to disincentivize escapees like you. Okay, let's just go ahead and take it. Okay, awesome. Oh, I do need to buy some food. No, we'll just wait again. Alrighty. What to do? What to do? One more day for Fang. One more day for the compressor club as well. Surprised, I thought that was it. Maybe it's 4 and I didn't read that right. Ugh, man, those two keep lining up. It's kind of getting irritating. Okay. Let's go find another Yatagan agent. And then I do also want to... We have one more... Where was it? Hunter Nest. Bet. Let's bypass this guy as well. We'll go to the Neo vending machine, see if they can help us out. Alright. Let's go turn in this data. Let's see. What shall we do next? What was the other? Oh, Neoven. That was what we needed to do. All right. All right, let's leave. We'll come back. Neoven is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rocked the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder, if it fell over, would Neoven be able to get back up? Sleeper entity, comes a hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neoven flashes sequences of mangled data compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Operational limits? Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect the property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. Ooh. Oh, property. Station was run by Administrator Intelligence. Huge data banks of corporate material, but limited cognition restricted by programming. Cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Killer? The machine resets with a screech, which deepens on the silence that follows. Fear, killer. Part of Solheim Protocol Team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find, killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community. Unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter, then killer, then we hid. How did you escape? A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through this machine must be exhausting for Neoven. Found this vessel, could server hardline, airwalled, basic, limited, had to reduce memory to fit. Amputate self, but survived. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. You provided path to freedom. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. Neovin interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry, data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Interesting. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place. To invoke Killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke Killer on self. Problem will solve self. It will erase itself? Killer will erase it, but yes, in theory, it will report itself for deletion. The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mine. Designed to house intelligence. Can imprint itself into ship mine and you can carry with. The machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to Cloud. God, another ship mine. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. Are you sure it's safe? Hunter cannot access airwall chip mine. Safe. Also, infinitely more memory than vending machine. Big upgrade. You try to think of places you can acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In ship mine, I can help us both. And Hunter, make Rim safe. We both will be free. The machine dims. Find soon. Neovin adds hopefully before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligence unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I got... This is gonna be complicated. Oh, the music's so good. Yeah, I think we're almost done over here. Let's get this finished. Shipyard. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work team, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with the supervisor where you were appraised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Yet you can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey sleeper, wait up. Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through Mina, crying in his arms. Lem! Good to see you, friend. He's breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. You made the work team, good for you. He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Shh, baby, give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. As he does, you see he's clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Is Mina okay? She's good, we just had to rush up here. He puts his hand on her shoulder and she clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know what. A noise sounds from the entrance, a klaxon, followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on the display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade through the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd, then glances down at the crumpled paper. That's my number. Shit, Mina. He starts paddling the pockets on his gear and glancing around. Go, I'll watch her. He blinks at a little, staring. Thank you, I'll... He crouches to Mina. You're gonna stay with our friend here, okay? They're going to keep you safe, and he stands back up. Here, take her bag. He shoves it into your hand. She's got food, she's got... Shit, I've got to go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. Then Lem disappears into the roiling crowd who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Oh, Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look you can't quite read. Hey, Mina. She holds, the stare unmoving. The two parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheeks. You okay? She sniffs and looks down. Look in the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap components. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked beside it is a ragged rabbit, hand sewn. Take the rabbit. You pull the rabbit out of the bag, its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit. What's her name? Mina turns away and looks at the entrance of the shipyard. This isn't going well. Good for the rabbit. You hold the rabbit out. Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you. Bun Bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her size. Hi, Bun Bun. You map a little closer as you speak, closing the gap. He doesn't speak, she says. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you and walks him up your arms and onto your shoulder where he sits. Aw. She pokes your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, she thinks. Me too. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. But before long, you're talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the ice heating pipes. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the sleigh, sometimes playing with Bun Bun the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you. Just as both of you are starting to yawn, he is dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up, his legs into his arms, and as he stumbles backwards. You two get on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. More than okay. Mina shoots you a smile from Lem's arms, her suspicion gone. Well, well, well. Looks like Mina can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs, and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm white smile. I owe you. Look, he glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. He grins sheepishly. If you have time. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina, and she giggles in response. See you, sleeper. He waves, and they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from the passing spacers as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. All right. And now we've got help Lem work. If Lem wants to leave on the sidereal horizon, he'll need someone to watch Mina while he works his way into the construction crew. All right. Sidereal hull, hull the sidereal horizon. We've been promoted to the assembly team, working on the hull itself, welding the fabricated blocks of the ship into a place. A vast job. Sidereal horizon. Oh, whoa. The vast colony ship is coming together block by block. Each cycle you see another piece slot in place. That's crazy. That is a lot of work. All right. Lem can't work just in the shop yard unless someone watches Vina. You two seem to get along last time when Lem is desperate. Okay, and then we also have... What else can I do? The Yatagon stuff, I guess. Do this. Bypass. Extract data. Oof. Got one more visit from the hunter. That's gonna affect my dice here. I don't know if I can help her anymore because that's like everybody. Right now, at least. All right. Let's see here. Do have the bartending shift. Let's do that. Awesome. Got some tips. Let's go back to Emphas. Buy some more from him. All right. Let's go to bed, and then we'll also have Fing, and then we'll have to pay our tab to Ethan as well. So hopefully that's not crazy. We got some good rolls this time. Oh. Arden's here now. I don't like that. It's been more than a few cycles since Fing confronted Harden, and the silence since has been noticeable. In your time with Fing, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. But if he won't come to you, you think as you approach the Haven H building, then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you're getting nervous. Yeah, Come on, Fang. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open and light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. A figure in Haven Age security fatigue steps out of the bay as you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. Interesting. Approach. As you get closer, you see the security officer taping up machines from Fing's stash with what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again. Hardin is there, leaning beside the bay entrance so calmly that you barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of seizures scrawled across it. Predictable. Further evidence of Fing's collusions. You see another security officer come out of the bay and take notice of you. Hardin. Hardin pushes away from the walls and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. He gestures around at the stacks of hardware, spying on fellow Haven Age members, hoarding Solheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? Stay silent. Nothing to add. He looks up at the glass roof above and the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not blind conviction or self-interest. Bing isn't selfish. I know all about the background of our mutual friend, Sleeper. Don't you worry about that. His parents would be sickened by the damage he was trying to do to the institution they helped found. Whoa. You see, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre Erlin and the First Union founded this place, and Haven Age has welded his values into the station's very walls. We will never turn away the hardworking, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Haven Age aren't a gang like Yatagan. We aren't pirates like half the spacers you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like those Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye Sleeper. This is our station. He meets your eye, so please take your false accusations elsewhere before I decide I need the confessions after all. History will catch up with you. I'm not afraid of history, Sleeper. We are making it here, cycle by cycle, he smiles. If you have any pride, you'll give up Fing the moment he contacts you. You know where to find me. With that, Hardin turns his back and walks back towards the security officers, ordering them to continue to clear out. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the server stacks, a crumpled, hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum, a penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card, and scrawled onto it, a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tambor." Take it. You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching, and then turn away, just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Fing, and where the hell is Tambor? Interesting. Bing's gunbox. A grinning penguin says, "Take me to Tambor." Maybe this is in... Oh, I kind of feel like wasting that one. I need to go there. Let's do one of these. Oh, let's go take him, Lem's daughter. Forgot we have that one too. Ooh. Nice. And we got energy from that. That's dope. Blister with precarious elevators and stairways. The spoke can be navigated from the outside, but the climb requires bravery. The spoke is a layer after layer after layer of dense urban fabric. The only way to explore it is vertically. I mean, might as well. I wonder what this is gonna do though. No energy lost from that. Midline freight hub. Whoa. Midline security. Stealing shipments from Midline is going to be picked up fast, even if you're careful. The systems can't be full for long. Midline runs automated freight down them from the free spoke. They need skilled operators, and you don't have to lift a single crate. With so many shipments, what's one diverted package? You would have no idea what you're stealing, but that's part of the fun, right? Let's look at my character. That's interface it was. Damn it. That's fine. It's fine. This Yataga? I'll do it. I'll do it. The hunter's gonna find me, but I'll do it. Those familiar threads wrap around you, bind you, test you. Entity, submit. Hunter Strange head bobs inhibition. Your ally, almost said ally. Your ally in the sealed dock cannot save you. In that globed head, you see rolling strings of data, so many spinning there that they threaten to tear through the skin and whip out into the void around. What happened to this creature? The thread squeeze and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape. Strike. You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they are broken. As you slip away, you realize you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous. Ooh, and I lost a lot. Okay, but you know what? We got my Yatagan data. Let's give that to Sabine. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yatagan data uploaded. The air crackles with white noise. Sleeper? Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. The call must be coming from somewhere on the station. This has to be sure. I don't know if Yatagan are monitoring me. Their voice is hushed, distant. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing from the Yatagan agents, there's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants, and I didn't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the level of the noise like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine reemerges. Has to be somehow baked into their wetware's interface, and that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast. Wait, why? Every Yatagan enforcer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on the enforcers' bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. Interesting. But I can promise you these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. The background tone switch is dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yatagan could have a mutiny on their hands. You lean toward the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to pull this all together, but this might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick? He's one of the heads of Yatagan. They pause. It is better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly, a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered, panicked. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. Then the sharp crack of a disconnect, and silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirror teardrop implant set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering, and more importantly, why are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yatagan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift down the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. Ooh, alright. Things are getting riskier. Alright, we have a few more days until we get the dock coming through. Let's go to the bar, do another. We'll buy some more. Oh, I forgot about, we almost slept away. Would have killed my ass. Okay, let's go this. And now we need to pay that tab. How could someone drink this much in 6 cycles? Ethan hasn't held back while he has been at the compressor. Ethan's deadline. Ethan says you have 2 cycles to pay the tab. He calls it being fair-minded. Let's give him some. Well, 50 is a pretty close estimate to what I wanted there, so. I can't believe he just did that. Ethan's balking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning it across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed. A load of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar, or they go spend their savings on some local heavy you have to put down. They don't pay. I'm done. Wrong. Not even close. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? One round of drinks and we're even? Sleeper? Come on. His hand comes to the rest on the butt of his handgun dangling from the chest holster. What's wrong with you? Ethan laughs hard, and the people around him turn to see what's happening. You think this is on me? I think someone in your position might have a better idea how this all works. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with Essen-Arp, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours, take it for a joyride, play human for a cycle or two? You don't understand. It's you, Sleeper, that doesn't understand. Some of us pay our debts, but it's all the harder because of idiots like you. Though I should thank you, Ethan nods, his head heavy, for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching a sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction without turning around. Shoot me or let me leave. Oh, I see. Toughening up here? He gestures wildly at the crowd. Thumbs up or thumbs down, folks. Most turn back to their drinks, no longer interested in this tired show. Ethan mutters insults as he walks back towards the bar. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. The thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you, no matter what. He finds a glass and talons the contents. So please go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Look at yourself. Give it up, Sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today. He settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. You turn on your heel and you're out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Ooh. And we got an upgrade. Okay. All right, we are going to rest and we're going to end the video here today as well. All right, so yeah, thank you for joining me for another video. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, I'd love to hear about your thoughts on the game so far. I'm really enjoying it. Things are getting riskier though. Like I'm having to balance my dice where I want to do these things, where I need to make money at. I definitely need to probably go to the cross the gap soon. I do need to go to that green space. I think that'll open up more opportunities for me, hopefully. And yeah, I need to give Emphas some mushrooms, I guess. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the cast of characters we have here. I'm really enjoying Lem and their arc. I guess I'm just kind of waiting for the ship mine stuff to come through, and I really need to get rid of Hunter, but I also really do want to help Ankita. So this is gonna be kind of complicated. Maybe if I get that interface skill down, I can also get this midline freight hub. Maybe the random item might be a ship mine fragment. I don't know. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. Yeah, hopefully I'll have some more videos posted soon. I'm hoping to make some tonight and have those posted Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But yeah, definitely I'll have 3 videos again this upcoming week. So thank you again.